Hello students, welcome to Darshan Academy online classes. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Dear students, today we will introduce with the indifference curve. What is indifference curve and what are the features of indifference curve? Students, indifference curve is a curve which show the combination of two goods which give the equal level of satisfaction to the consumer. An indifference curve is the locus of all those combination of two goods which give the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. Thus, consumer is indifferent towards all the combinations lying on the same indifference curve. In other words, consumer gives equal preference to all such combinations that lies on the same indifference curve. We can understand the indifference curve with the help of this schedule and diagram. In this schedule, we can see that there are different combinations of two goods like as apple and orange, and the combinations are A, B, C, D and E. Suppose one day consumer go to the market and he purchase a combination of two goods apple and oranges. He purchase one apple and 22 orange, and next day he purchase B combination, and in this combination he purchase 2 units of apples and 14 units of oranges, and next day he purchase C combination, and in this combination he purchase 3 units of apples and 10 units of oranges, and next day he purchased D combination of both goods, and in this combination he purchased 4 apples and 8 oranges, and next day he purchased E combination, and in this combination he purchased 5 units of apples and 7 units of oranges. Then students, indifference curve is a curve which show A, B, C, D and E combinations, and these all combinations give the equal level of satisfaction to the consumer, and we can understand it with the help of this graph. There are units of apple on OX axis, and on OY axis there are units of orange, and A, B, C, D and E are the combination of both goods, and the passing line from these combinations from these points is indifference curve, and it showed that consumer get equally satisfaction from every combination of both goods. Now, what is marginal rate of substitute? Dear students, the marginal rate of substitute of X for Y is defined as the amount of Y the consumer is just willing to give up to get one more unit of X and maintain the same level of satisfaction. It means it is the units of Y commodity which are consumer sacrifice to get the more unit of X commodity. So marginal rate of substitute of X and Y is decreasing in the consumption of Y commodity by increasing in the consumption of X commodity. We can define it like as change in Y commodity by change in X commodity, and the slope is always negative, because if consumer want to increase the consumption of one commodity, then he have to decrease the consumption of another commodity so that he can get the equal level of satisfaction from every point of indifference curve. Now, diminishing marginal rate of substitute. Dear students, we can understand this concept with this help of this schedule. There are different combinations of apple and orange, and in one combination, in A combination, there are 1 unit of apple and 22 units of orange. And when consumer move from A combination to B combination, he want to consume 1 more unit of apple, and to get the 1 more unit of apple, he has to sacrifice 8 unit of oranges. It means he substitute the 8 oranges with 1 unit of apple. And again, when he moved from B to C combination, to consume the 1 more unit of apple, he sacrificed 4 units of orange. It means he substitute 4 oranges for one more unit of apple. And again in D combination, when he consume one more unit of apple, then he sacrifice 2 units of oranges. It means he substitute 2 oranges with 1 apple. And in E combination, for one more unit of apple, he substitute 1 orange for 1 more unit of apple. So marginal rate of substitute is diminishing. Like as MRS, there is one, for getting one more apple, he sacrificed firstly 8 units of orange, then 4 units of orange, then 2 units of orange, and then 1 unit of orange. This is diminishing marginal rate of substitute. We can understand it with the help of this diagram. Like as in this diagram, when consumer move from A point to B point, he move from A combination to B combination. For getting one more unit of apple, he sacrificed 8 units of orange. And after that, when he moved from B combination to C combination, for getting one more unit of apple, he sacrificed 4 units of orange. And after that, when he moved from C to D combination, then he sacrificed 2 units of orange for one more unit of apple. And after that, when he moved from D combination to E combination, he will be sacrifice one more unit of orange for one more unit of apple. So marginal rate of substitute is diminishing. Firstly, for first apple he is sacrificing 8 orange, and another for first apple he is sacrificing 4 units of orange, and then again for one more apple he is sacrificing 2 orange, and after that for one more apple he is ready to sacrifice for one more orange. This is the law of diminishing marginal rate of substitute. Now, what are the properties of indifference curve? Dear students, an indifference curve slope has downward. It means it has negative slope, and it slope downward from left to right. It is only because if consumer want to increase the consumption of one commodity, then definitely he has to decrease the consumption of another commodity, so that he can get the equal level of satisfaction from indifference curves every point. That's why indifference curve slope is always downward. And next is indifference curve slope is always convex to the origin. Dear students, indifference curve is always convex to the origin only because of diminishing marginal rate of substitute. As a consumer consume more and more units of one commodity, like as in the case of apple, when he is consuming more and more units of apple, his desire for apple become decrease, and as he sacrifice more and more units of orange, his desire for orange will be increased. So accordingly, he is willing to give up less and less units of orange to get the one more unit of apple, and that's why marginal rate of substitute is diminishing. And because of diminishing marginal rate of substitute, indifference curve is always convex to the origin. Next, two indifference curve never intersect to each other. Dear students, two indifference curve never intersect to each other only because every indifference curve show the different level of satisfaction. A higher indifference curve show the high level of satisfaction, and lowest indifference curve show the low level of indifference curve. So two indifference curve never intersect to each other. We can understand the topic, the concept with the help of this diagram. Like as there are two indifference curve, IC1 and IC2. When we go with IC1, there are 2 points, A point and B point. So satisfaction from A point is equal to satisfaction from B point. And when we go with IC2, there are also 2 points. It means satisfaction from A point is equal to satisfaction from C point. So dear students, when satisfaction from A point is equal to satisfaction from C point, and satisfaction from A point is equal to satisfaction from B point, then C point's satisfaction should be equal to B point satisfaction. But it is wrong, because B and C does not show the same level of satisfaction. C is higher point and it show the high level of satisfaction, and B is lowest point, it show the low level of satisfaction. So it is wrong if they intersect to each other. two indifference curve never intersect to each other. Next is higher indifference curve represents higher satisfaction. Dear students, always higher indifference curve show the high level of satisfaction compared to lowest indifference curve. In this diagram, IC2 show the high level of satisfaction compared to IC1, and IC3 show the high level of satisfaction compared to IC2, and IC4 show the high level of satisfaction compared to IC3. It is only because on the high level of indifference curve, consumer can consume high quantity of the both goods and he can get the high level of satisfaction, but on the low level of indifference curve, he can consume less quantity of both goods, and so low levels indifference curve give him low level of satisfaction. That's why on high level of indifference curve he can consume high quantity of both goods. That's why it give him high level of satisfaction. Next is indifference curve never touch o x-axis or o y-axis. Dear students, indifference curve never touch x-axis, never touch o y-axis. If it touch any one axis, then it means consumer is consuming only single commodity and his demand for another commodity is zero. But indifference curve never show any single commodity, it show the combination of two goods. Like as in this diagram, when indifference curve touch the o y-axis, it show that consumer is consuming only 10 units of orange and his demand for apple is 0. So according to this diagram, consumer is consuming only single commodity, not the two commodities. But indifference curve never show the single commodity, it show the combination of two commodities. So it is wrong. Dear students, it does not touch o x-axis and does not touch o y-axis. So students, this is indifference curve and the features of indifference curve. Learn it very well, try to understand it. If there is any doubt, then you can ask from me, and like as a good student, do self study. Take care of yourself and your family. Goodbye, dear students.